I'm Katie Anderson, live in Clarksburg at the Harrison County Courthouse. Tonight I'll be following 4 races, including State Senate and House of Delegates. Now, as you heard, there is a ton of stuff planned for tonight. I actually was here last year, and there's a lot of giveaways and free food, and it's a really great time. Plus, it is an absolutely beautiful day out, so make sure to come down. Dawn, it was just a few weeks ago that I introduced you to a Doddridge County family who was having some problems with their neighbor, a problem that was much worse than they originally thought. And I literally just got handed the final results. Out of 75 precincts, all are in, and it was a pretty slow start to the night. All the precincts were coming in quickly, but the new machine to scan the votes was going slowly. Now, as you can see, this shelter is empty, but Haddock says that that's a good thing. But if you are in need of anywhere warm to stay or a place to sleep, you can head over to WBOY.com for a full list of warming shelters. In this simulation, the students actually get to see what it's like to drive distracted, but in this, they only get a citation, when in real life, the results could be much worse. The seizure of more than 150 rabbits from a Wallace residence is complete. All of those rabbits have been adopted, and many went to a local rabbit rescue where they'll get the vet care they need. Now, when I said big portions, this is exactly what I meant. This is the Calzone Challenge. It has 2 pounds of dough, and I have 1 hour to eat it. Not too many people have actually been able to do it, but I'm gonna give it a try. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's go. Mike Romano is up against incumbent Sam Can. The winner of that race will face the unopposed Republican candidate Mike Queen in November. We'll be keeping you updated with results, so make sure to stay tuned. Reporting live in Clarksburg, I'm Katie Anderson for 12 News. The Pennsboro Speedway has been here for hundreds of years, and in the 1980s it was home to the Dirt Track World Championships. But for the last few years, this chain on this fence has been blocking out the community from all of that history.
February 3rd will be the 127th birthday of the Ritchie County Fairgrounds. It's the oldest fairgrounds in the state of West Virginia. The races that were held here, some of the biggest races in the United States.
Even after all of that history and the business brought to Ritchie County from the Speedway and Fairgrounds, it was still closed to the public, and in 2010, a for sale sign went up.
Driving down the road here one morning, we saw the for sale sign out in front of the racetrack. How can you sell something that belongs to the community is what everybody asked immediately. It should have never come up for sale. It should have been put up for a vote with the right boards and handled the right way.
That's when Ashley Ness and his group, Ritchie County Fairgrounds Incorporated, stopped the sale and went to court.
We had a long, drawn-out 3.5 years of trying to get it to trial. We took it to trial. They made an agreement that we would have an election for the people of Ritchie County to make the decision on where they wanted to take this racetrack.
And that election will be on Friday. Ness and 62 other people were nominated to be on the board of directors for the Ritchie County Agricultural and Fair Association. Ness says his group is dedicated to giving the Speedway and Fairgrounds back to the community.
This place is very, very valuable to the Ritchie County community. We would like to get it fixed back up again so that people can come in here. We can have the Pennsboro Country Roads Festival here. We can have the fair back here again.
The election for the 13-member board of directors will be held on Friday from 5 until 7 at the Pennsboro Women's Club. Reporting in Pennsboro, I'm Katie Anderson for 12 News. 25-year-old Harmony Mayfield started using drugs at age 11. Finally, when she was 21, she decided to get clean, but getting the help she needed wasn't easy.
As life went on, it progressed from marijuana to drinking and pills, and towards the end, when I was 21 years old, I was doing heroin.
When Mayfield was 21, she decided it was time to get clean and told her mother, Michelle Swearingen, that she had been struggling with a drug addiction for 10 years.
You just don't know until it's you, until your kid comes to you and says, "Mom, I'm in trouble. I've been using drugs and I need your help."
Swearingen says she immediately began looking for somewhere or someone to help her daughter, but it was a hard process.
We wanted her to go someplace that night that would give her help. The very next day, they did get us in to see a crisis worker, but it was really nothing but paperwork and more of them telling us she was going to have to wait.
After a month of waiting, Mayfield was accepted into a 30-day rehab facility.
If they're looking for help, I think we need to try to find a way to make that help more available than what it is.
Once she came back home, she relapsed, but went to a different 6-month rehab facility again in 2012, and this time it worked.
I stayed in the 6-month program for me and not for anybody else. It was counseling and talking about my problems and focusing on myself.
She's been clean ever since, and she thanks church, family, and an organization she's involved in, Project SLB.
That's been one of the biggest things to help me along because, you know, it's like not on just a monthly basis that's something that we talk about, it's something we talk about every day. Me being able to help other people has been one of those things that really has helped me along.
Swearingen and Mayfield say that Project SLB is working to erase the stigmas attached to addiction and mental health issues, and they want to spread the word that addiction is a disease.
Before anything can be done, you have to have that self-assurance, I guess I'll say, that you want to do it for yourself and not for everybody else.
For 30 Days to a Safer Neighborhood, I'm Katie Anderson.